at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain. Up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week. And
he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Watson off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Well, these 2 teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
That's going to be caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Dobbins, touchdown, Baltimore. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Yeah, he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against him because you're running away from people on it.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Open space inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second down and goal. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in Week 2, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return is Duvernay. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
And some strong running. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return is Duvernay. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Watson now going to run the option right.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there. What a run there. You got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside,
touchdown! Chase Claypool, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Zach Cunningham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They run again with Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd and goal.
Watson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in the room.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Watson's going to throw it here. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing now, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
YBN wanna dance.